what you
armchair.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight in the
deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You're trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Is this not America? Is baseball
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light pure. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag. He missed the tag.
Armchair.
Do you think you can get me a tape of the show?
What on earth for?
Well, how often do you get to hear your son on the radio?
I'm on the radio every day!
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
No one talks in my meeting. No one! Think you can run this? If you could, then I wouldn't be here. Because I'm sick and tired of our football team getting pushed all over the field. I want precision. This is an institution of learning, ladies and gentlemen. You've tried it your way for years. They've given me less than 1 year to turn this place around. Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law.
10 years ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire...
Armchair.
Community Access Channel.
He's the armchair quarterback. He's full of beer and he's full of snacks. The all-American man. With a cool one in his head. Yeah, the armchair quarterback. He's kind of fun and he's kind of fat. The all-American man. With a cool one.
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome into the Armchair Quarterback Show. Armchair Quarterback today, as we're calling it nowadays, because of the Braves country today, and we've got MLB today that'll be starting in November. Going to try to keep them as tight-knit as possible because we're going to try to go through Major League Baseball at the top of the show, college football, and the NFL as we move on. But we're going to try to do all of that here on Mondays, and we're still doing the show on Thursdays. The Thursday show with the guys will still be here. First things first, Major League Baseball. Let's get into that as we are looking at a playoff scenario where some teams better get some wins or it's going to be out the door quickly. Now, the Mariners got off the mat, and they got a big W last night. The big dumper going off again. I think most of y'all know he's one of my favorite players, mainly because of the Florida State connection. I'm not going to sit there and try to lie to you about that, but it sealed the deal for me during the home run derby with his younger brother and his dad and everything like that. That sealed the deal for me. He's probably one of, if not my most favorite non-Atlanta Brave player. So with that being said, Cal Raleigh last night, he scored a run. He got another base hit. He had a much better game one, but nonetheless, he's He's hitting well here in the postseason. I know it's a short sample size because Seattle had the bye, but he's batting .444. You got to tip your cap to Luis Castillo. He only went 4 2/3, but he went out there and pitched shutout baseball. And that's look, this isn't the regular season. Guys normally don't go very deep because, especially in today's game, you have such deep bullpens. If you've gotten to the postseason, the first sign of trouble, they're going to go and get you. And some of these guys that are going out there, we're noticing, are not being allowed to go through the lineup a third time. Like that's it. We're done. And so there you have that. It's 1-1. If you didn't stay up for that one, 1-1. We had a lot of fun in the chat over on Armchair QB Radio when we're not doing the broadcast, play-by-play, because I've got to rest my pipes at some point. We are doing a play-by-play doubleheader today, but when we're not doing it like tomorrow, we'll be doing one game, and then the other game is going to be over in Armchair QB. And I was surprised because we never saw a lot of people chatting, but we actually got a decent amount of views over there. I guess people are tuning in and checking out the broadcast, but we are making it where you have to subscribe to comment, so maybe that's preventing people from doing it. I mean, it's not a big deal. You just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. But decent numbers, really good numbers considering the fact we don't have any subscribers over there right now. But once again, we are going to be doing radio contests to build that in the offseason is the short of it, the baseball offseason. Tarek Skubal did Tarek Skubal type things again. He was really dominant. He could not, for whatever reason, he could not solve Polanco. Polanco was the star of the game. 2 solo home runs. He went 3 for 4. The 2 RBIs, the 2 home runs, both against Skubal. And that was really the only thing that Skubal did wrong, was that he could not figure out Polanco. And though Polanco's a good batter, you don't expect him to be the one that's driving him deep. If I was going to guess a name in the hat, and you said, well, it wasn't Cal Raleigh that had 2 home runs for the Mariners yesterday, well, who would it be? And I'm like, well, I'm going to say it wasn't Julio Rodriguez because he hasn't had that definitive year hitting the home runs yet. I would be more inclined to say, was it Suarez? Was it Naylor? No. Polanco goes out there and cracks 2 home runs, and that's the difference in the ball game. Detroit did tie it up in the top of the 8th, and then Cal Raleigh got on and coming around to score on the RBI by Julio Rodriguez. And then once again, the bullpen is lights out. Munoz looked incredible. Brash, he gave up the 1 earned run. One of those runs was not earned that he gave up. But Bizzardo was really good. I haven't had a chance to watch him much, so I'm impressed with what I've seen. In the Yankee series, they have got to get off the mat. I mean, this is ridiculous. You're the New York Yankees, and you're going back home facing elimination just 3 games into the series. Yesevich was unbelievable, or Ye Savage, which is a really cool nickname that they've given him. 13-7. And the Yankees offense, I thought, did pretty good to get back in it to try to put some pressure on them. But when you get down 12-0 in the 5th inning, it's damn near impossible to come back. Yankees did put up 2 in the 6th, 5 in the 7th, and then they were Quietville 8th and 9th inning. The offense was there. In game number 1, the offense was not there. Max Fried was the story of the game. He was flat out awful. 3 innings, 7 earned runs, 8 hits allowed, a strikeout and 2 walks. And if y'all were with us last off season, when Max Fried signed the $200+ million contract, I said it then and I'll say it again. I'm not giving Max Fried that big of a contract for that long of an extension. And the number one reason is I don't think he's going to age well. He doesn't have top velocity to begin with. He's upper tier-ish, right on the fringe, but he lives on that curveball. And the other big reason why I've never been a big fan of extending Max Fried, like would I give him a 3-year deal at a decent rate? Sure. But Max Fried in the postseason has infamously been a roller coaster ride. And a lot of it has to do with the fact if you give him enough time to rest and he can set himself and he goes in with several days rest going to the first game of the postseason, he's fine. But then right after that, after throwing 100 pitches, and he's not built for this, after going 100 pitches on the outing on Tuesday, on normal rest on Sunday, they sent him back out there. He didn't have it. And he looked tired. He was leaving the ball over the plate. He wasn't hitting his spots. And usually that has to do with your legs aren't underneath you. And so now they're going to have to try to use him. Now he'll get a full, I would think, they're going to try to keep him for Game 5 because it'll be a full normal rest, but also he only threw 3 innings yesterday and only tossed 51 pitches. In theory, they could run him back out there in a Game 4 scenario on Wednesday. But that would be with, 2 days rest? I don't think it's likely. He may do a bullpen type of situation if they're up against it, but the Yankees are going to try to move on and get to that 5th game with Max Fried on the mound on Friday. And I do think he'll pitch much better if they can get there, but they got to get there, and that's not a given. Now, they're going to be in the Bronx, friendly confines. I think there'll be a lot of electricity tomorrow night. You look at what they've got ahead of them. The Yankees on Tuesday night, we went over this briefly during the broadcast. Shane Bieber versus Carlos Rodon. Bieber has been pretty good since coming over to the Blue Jays. Now, I still give the Yankees the nod in that game. Game 4, if necessary, is Cam Schlittler, and he was phenomenal. And he's going to be going off of a week rest, essentially. Carlos Rodon's going to step up for the Yankees. And if he doesn't, it's going to be a major disappointment because this was a guy that they spent a ton of money in a couple off seasons ago. He was their Max Fried 2 off seasons ago. And he's never really lived up to the expectations. I don't know if it's got anything to do with he doesn't do well under the bright lights of New York. He's done well in the regular season, second half this year. But all in all, if you were to say, was this a success or a failure, you don't get any in between on the signing of Carlos Rodon so far for the English, you got to say it's a failure. If he steps up and gets a dominant win in game number 3, then you can start pushing that narrative to the back. And Cam Schlittler, I mean, he was damn unhittable. So I think the key to this is the Yankees very well could get swept because you don't know what you're getting out of Carlos Rodon. But if they can get to Game 4, I think they're going to absolutely force a Game 5. And then you've got Max Fried up against, it could be Yesevich again. We'll see if they would do another thing where they're pulling him out of 78 pitches. I think it's because the game was a blowout and they wanted to save his arm. But he had a no-hitter going. Tonight, we're doing the doubleheader. We'll talk more about this going into the pregame of that. But Blake Snell versus Luzardo, must win for the Phillies. They can't go down 0-2 and go back out to Los Angeles with the next 2 games in L.A. It can't be done. The second part of the doubleheader, now they're on top of each other. The hope is Game 1 finishes in time for us to bring you Game 2 for the entirety. But we're just going to have to play that by ear. But it will be 2 different links on the channel. So when Game 1 ends, you're going to have to jump into Game 2 to get Cubs Brewers. We do that for a number of reasons, but one of the big reasons, a lot of people aren't watching us live, and they're coming in, and I don't want them to be confused. Like, where the hell is the Phillies-Dodgers game? Because we've changed the marquee to Cubs Brewers. We did that in the past, and it doesn't work. We got a ton of people asking, where the hell? I thought you did the game. I did, but it was one long big. So, no, we're not doing that. But tonight's game, Shota Imanaga and Aaron Ashby. This is a must-win for the Cubs, I think. They could go back to Chicago. They could hold serve and go for a Game 5 in Milwaukee. But as good as the Milwaukee Brewers have been, I don't believe you can expect to win 3 games in a row, even though 2 are in Chicago, if you're the Chicago Cubs. You got to win this game, and it's Imanaga. It's one of your guys. It's one of your big guys. One of the guys that goes out. Now, he only threw 4 innings his first outing in the postseason, but he's got to go out there and give you some length. And the one good thing, if you're one of these National League teams, your bullpen's well rested because you had the day off yesterday, and you get another day off tomorrow. So you can treat this like a Game 7 if your starter isn't doing well because you can just throw everything at a team. And I think you're going to get an aggressive bullpen game essentially out of the Brewers. And the Brewers have been very good at this over the years. They and Tampa Bay, I'd say, are the best 2 bullpen game teams in all of Major League Baseball. Don't expect Ashby to go terribly long tonight.
But they're going to play it by ear. And the thing is, when you set your lineup for the Cubs, you have to keep in mind that he's not going to go very long. His longest outing in the month of September was 2 2/3 against St. Louis. He went 3 2/3 against Chicago. That was back in August, and gave up 1 earned run. And what was it? 3 strikeouts. So it's an interesting start to a bullpen game for Milwaukee, but they're old hat at this. If you're a Milwaukee fan, you shouldn't be worried about a bullpen game with the Brewers. This is who they are. Remember, they lost Woodruff right there at the end, so that was a big blow, and they're trying to figure out a way to get through it. And a bullpen game coming off of a day of rest and looking into a day of rest really is the best time to do a bullpen game. That's it for the baseball talk. Time to get ready for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, doubleheader, double dip, baby, on a Monday. Phillies, Dodgers coming your way. Brewers, Cubs will follow. Let's get it.
Armchair.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome to October, boys and girls, here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion for 2025. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in Major League Baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from, as roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of Major League Baseball. Here are your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 55 home runs, 102 RBI, 20 stolen bases, batting .282. Batting second, playing short, Mookie Betts. 20 home runs, 82 RBI, 8 stolen bases, batting .258. Batting third, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 25 home runs, 89 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .247. Freddie Freeman, batting cleanup and playing first. He's got 24 home runs, 90 RBI, and a .295 clip. Tommy Edman, batting fifth, playing second. 13 home runs, 49 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .225. Kike Hernandez is in left field, batting sixth. 10 home runs, 35 RBI, a .203 clip. Miguel Rojas is batting seventh and at third. He's got 7 home runs, 27 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .262. Andy Pius will be patrolling center field for the Los Angeles Dodgers with 27 home runs, 86 RBI, 14 stolen bases, batting .272. And Rortfit is behind home plate. He's batting ninth with a .152 average, 1 home run, 10 RBI. On the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers, it's Blake Snell day. He's 15-7, 5-4, excuse me. With a 2.35 ERA and a 1.26 whip. He'll be going head-to-head with Jesus Lazaro, who's 15-7 with a 3.92 ERA and a 1.22 whip. Backing up Jesus in the bottom of the first inning, leading off and playing shortstop, it's Trey Turner. 15 home runs, 69 RBI, 36 stolen bases, batting .304. Batting second, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 56 home runs, 132 RBI, 10 stolen bases, batting .240. And Bryce Harper, batting third, playing first. 27 home runs, 75 RBI, 12 stolen bases, batting .261. Alec Bohm, batting cleanup and playing third. 11 home runs, 59 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .287. JT Realmuto is batting fifth and behind home plate. He's got 12 home runs, 52 RBI, a .257 clip. Nick Castellanos, batting sixth and in right. 17 home runs, 72 RBI, a .250 average. Edmund Sosa is batting seventh and playing second. 11 home runs, 39 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .276. Brandon Marsh batting 8th and in center field. He's got 11 home runs, 43 RBI, a .280 average. And Kemp is in left field and batting 9th. He's got 8 home runs, 28 RBI, a .234 clip. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight, it's Adrian Johnson. Your first base umpire, Nick Lentz. Second base, we manned by Mark Wegner. And down the third base line, it's Jim Wolf. Left field umpire, Dan Merzel. Right field corner, Nestor Saja. Game time temperatures here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 78 degrees expected at first pitch. With the wind blowing out to left center at about 6 miles an hour. The Dodgers are minus 106, Phillies minus 102 on the money line. Practical pick 'em. The over-under is 7.5. Our pick to click tonight for the Dodgers side, give me Freddie Freeman. He's 4 for 11 lifetime versus Jesus Luzardo. A home run, 2 RBIs, and a .364 average. And on the Phillies side, I think I'm going to have to go with a wild card here. Give me Edmund Sosa. He's 3 for 8, 375 lifetime with an RBI. Everybody else in the Phillies lineup has not hit Blake Snell well. And I'm expecting a low-scoring game, so you never know what one rope down the line could make a difference in the game. First pitch is 6:08 tonight. We won't make a prediction since we're calling the game, but we do favor the under. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, Phillies and Dodgers. Get ready, y'all. This ought to be a good one. Phillies got to get the W, down 0-1, and they're heading to Los Angeles for 2 after this.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
See who we have in the chat today. Over here on the YouTube side of it. I know we got several watching elsewhere and listening on External Radio. Good to see you, Justin Hightower, Country Club members. Tree Nug. Yeah, Bubba, Cal Raleigh should win the MVP. It shouldn't even be close, but because he's out west in a smaller market than New York, Judge is going to get a lot of votes he shouldn't get. Not that Judge hasn't had a great year. Judge solidly number 2. And it's just like the National League MVP. It really should go to Kyle Schwarber. But there's an LA bias, and there's also a bias because Shohei Ohtani is a pitcher as well, although Shohei Ohtani did not pitch much during the regular season. He's pitching well in the postseason, but that you really can't factor that in. His WAR is much higher. Good to see you, James Fisher, Royal PETA, Country Club member. See Melinda and Chris. Chris must be an LA fan. About time you won a real one. Would have been since 1988 since the Dodgers have won a real one. Gary the Real McCoy. And I think that's it. I'm sure others are with the early start time. I'm sure this throws everybody off. I know a lot of y'all are listening on the way home and whatnot. We're going to get you set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, Phillies, Dodgers, and if LA wins this game, Philly's in a heap of trouble. We'll be back in a flash. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's Patriotic Light Lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's Patriotic Light Lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
adventures in time and space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
You're in Braves Country.
Welcome in, everybody. Game number 2 of the National League Division Series. And we got a doubleheader for you tonight. Should be a good one, a good doubleheader. I mean, you got Phillies, Dodgers, Cubs, Brewers. Good pitching matchup here in Game 1. Luzardo versus Blake Snell. Of course, Luzardo came over in a trade from Miami in the offseason. He's set to pitch game number 2. Will Smith, by the way, Dodger fans out there, he is not in the lineup tonight. He's still trying to come back and work his way back behind home plate. So they said he would be available for pinch hitting duties. I didn't see any kind of timeline of when he was actually expected to hit. The starting lineup, and you got to figure they're going to press him back because it's a huge step down no disrespect to Ben Rortvin, but you look at his numbers compared to Will Smith, I mean, it's not even close. I think everybody knows that. Roy Halladay's son, Braden, threw to his other son, Ryan, tonight for the first pitch. So that's a pretty cool scene there in Philadelphia. As this is the 15-year anniversary of Roy Halladay's no-hitter. I think he's one of the more underrated pitchers to ever play the game. He got really swallowed up because he spent so much of his career in Toronto. First pitch is just about here on the way. Let me try out some of these. We got these for the Philly fans and the LA fans tonight. So there's a... This is the home run for the Phillies. And for the Dodgers. We'll be rocking with those tonight. Base hits, big plays. Hope you root along your team. See if I can pull up something else here on Will Smith, because of course Will Smith's coming back from the hand fracture from last month. All it's saying is that remains out of the lineup. He is available to pinch hit. And he did remain in the lineup after he pinch hit in game 1. So that could be a possibility where they just don't want to put that many innings on his hand and kind of go from there. So we'll keep an eye on that. And of course, the Dodgers have a deep bench, as always. The unlimited pockets. Dalton Rushing is a third catcher that the Dodgers are carrying. They on the bench today. And it's going to throw you off. It throws me off every time I see it. But there's a kid on the bench for the Dodgers, and he plays in the infield. He's a second baseman. And his name is Ha-Seong Kim, very close to the spelling of the Ha-Seong Kim that came over to the Braves. It's not the same guy, not the same guy. And from what I'm looking at, they are of no relations. So just to let y'all know, Kim is not the same Kim. It's not the same. It sounds a lot like Ha-Seong, but it's Ha-Seong. And I'll probably screw that up left and right, but I just want to let y'all know what's going on there. Max Muncy's on the bench today for the Dodgers. Justin Dean, Alex Call, all guys that they can call off of the bench. And for the Philadelphia Phillies, what you're looking at on the bench, Rafael Marchand is the backup catcher, and Otto Kemp's getting the start in left field, but you've got Bryson Stott on the bench, avoiding the left-hander, Snell. Harrison Bader is on the bench. Max Kepler is on the bench. And Weston Wilson. So there you have that. The LA Dodgers set to take on the Philadelphia Phillies here in Philadelphia. We'll set the screen up as we await the 3D to kick in so it doesn't jostle around on your screen. Don't worry, we will put it back up momentarily. Dodgers wearing their road grays. Dodgers across the chest in blue. Gray top to bottom blue ball cap. Interlocking wide A, one of the classic ball caps in all of sport. Los Angeles across the chest in blue. Philadelphia Phillies are wearing their home whites, red pinstripes, red ball cap, white P representing the city of Philadelphia. Shohei Ohtani is coming aboard. He's just about set to dig in. We are just about ready to rock for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. National League Division Series, game number 1. Ohtani digs into the plate. First pitch on the way. Yes, sir! It is baseball time in October, and the first pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Ohtani, lefty-lefty, or lefty-lefty matchup, I should say. I think I accidentally said righty-lefty. Pitch down and in to Shohei Ohtani. Ball 2, 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. Right there. Outer edge. 2-1. Shohei Ohtani batting .231 in the postseason as the 1-0. Or the 2-1 right there. For a strike on the outer edge, it's 2-2. 2-2 count. Infield back into the right. Luzardo looking into JT. Pitch on the way. Just chops it foul. We'll do it again. So a 2-2. Caught, looking, strike 3. Got him right there on the outer edge. 1 away. Good pitch there, down and in. We may be a touch behind, but we're kind of... It's the first pitch on the way to Mookie Betts is right there on the outer edge. Called for a strike, it's 0-1. Not a lot I can do about it. I'm bringing it to you from the application. The 0-1, high and out of the zone, ball 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Luzardo looks in. Turns in, delivers. Swing, fouls it back. 1-2. It normally kind of syncs up as the game goes on, but not a lot we can do about it. The 1-2. Luzardo kicks and fires. Swing! Fouls it. Mookie got just enough to stay alive there. Fouled it back. The 1-2, swing, hits it hard in the hole through the 5-6 hole on the left side, and that's going to be a 1-out single for the Dodgers. Good hard hit ball. A worm burner through the hole. Mookie Betts is standing at first. First pitch on the way to Teoscar Hernandez is right there for a strike. No, they called that a ball. Okay, it's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it down below the knees. 2-0. 2-0 count. Expecting a pitcher's duel tonight, but you never know how. Kind of funny how postseason works. Pitch on the way, down and in. And now it's ball 3, 3-0. I think one of the most difficult things about doing this is getting used to every single different application, and their broadcast that they bring you is so much different than the others. The 3-0 pitch right there, 97 at the knees, 3-1. Only 2 games tonight in Major League Baseball. The second one will follow this one. We hope to have this one done in time for first pitch. If not, we'll just jump in over there on the other one. The link is pinned to the top of this page, I believe. I believe I pinned it. Check that in a second, but I'm pretty sure I pinned it. So you can just jump on over and click this after this game is ended. Cubs and Brewers, and that's a big one too. The 3-1 pops it back foul. Full count now. Pitch on the way. Luzardo kicks and fires. Swing, that ball's fouled back once again. Infield back into the left. Good to see you, Carey and Richard Talley, Iron Lung. Yeah, it's part of the game, Carey. If you're tipping pitches, it happens. It happens to the best of them. And will happen to a youngster probably more often than not. Luzardo flips over there to first. What's your source on that? Is it just some Reds chat or something, or is there an actual report out there? Because I haven't seen anything like that, but I don't follow it as closely. The payoff pitch, down and away, ball 4. So Hernandez will head on down to first. Runners on first and second. 1 out, and Freddie Freeman coming to the plate. Good to see you, Willie. Uncle Willie. What you talking about, Willis? I like these early starts. I still wish they would have started this game about an hour, maybe a half hour earlier, as the first pitch on the way to Freddie Freeman is down below the knees. This one, no. 1-0. Brings it. Down and misses. Ball 2-2-0. So really struggling here is Luzardo to start the game. The 2-0 pitch. Swing! That ball smoked towards right field, drifting over. Making the running catch is Castellanos. Great catch. Mookie will tag up at second, head to third, but there are 2 outs. Man, he put some mustard on that hot dog. Freddie Freeman was not playing on that one. Castellanos, who is not known for his glove, but I'll tell you what, when we saw him in the playoffs versus the Braves, he made play after play like that. Maybe he just steps up a little bit when it's October, but for my money, he lifts his defensive game higher than anybody I've ever seen in Major League Baseball, meaning he's such a bad defender in the regular season, but you catch him in October, man, he's like Willie Mays out there. First pitch on the way is down and in for a ball to the switch-handed right-handed bat of Tommy Edmonds. It's 1-0. Last year's October hero, the 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. So 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it over to second. That should be an easy 4-3 putout. It is, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country Radio. Phillies grab the bats.
What are you doing? Excuse me? Are you really drinking a beer before work? You damn right I'm having a beer. What? Have you been to that job? No. Have you dealt with them idiots all day? No. Let me do me. Thank you.
Don't put your mouth on something that somebody else might touch. You're not supposed to do that. Some germs are good for you. Lots of germs are bad.
Yeah, you're damn right I'm thick. Thick of not being appreciated.
I got a PSA, and this is for everybody that's already cutting their damn grass. Cause why is you cutting your grass? Huh? Well, listen here, damn it. I'm not doing it. I'm not cutting my grass. I don't care if it's 80 degrees and beautiful out here, you hear me? I don't care. Cause it was just 39 degrees this morning. I got on long sleeves. I'm not cutting my grass.
When I said I like it rough, I did not mean my whole life, Jesus. I didn't. I didn't. Let's sit down and have a talk for just a minute, okay there, bud? Okay? No, this ain't gonna work, my boy.
The New York Yankees, the team much of America was rooting for, had lost. Several of their stars, including Tino Martinez and Scott Brocious, moved on or retired. It would be 8 years before they would win another championship.
It's just so sad saying goodbye to everybody. I went around the room and hugged everybody, and it was just a sad way to end our relationship, basically. Even though the memories were great, that night was about as sad as it gets.
Welcome back. Game 2 of the National League Division Series. Dodgers lead the series 1-0. It's 0-0. We're heading to the bottom of the first inning. Game 3 will be in Los Angeles on Wednesday. The Phillies are hoping to knot this thing up, so they only need one win out there in LA to bring it back to Philadelphia. Blake Snell digs in, lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is a 96 mile an hour. Fastball up top, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Looked upon as the two juggernauts of the National League, even though the Dodgers did not get the first round bye, as the go-to in the dirt, 1-2. Brewers and Cubs tonight. And that's another big game for Chicago, even though they're going to go home for 2. You don't want to have to face Milwaukee on a situation where you have to win 3 games in a row. The 1-2 pitch, high and out of the zone. 2-2. Kind of where the New York Yankees are right now. They're down 2-0. They're heading back to the Bronx, but game 5, if they can push it that far, is back in Toronto. The 2-2 from Snell. Punched out on the inner track. Strikeout number 1 for Snell, 1 away. Looking at that pitch again, it's a little inside. And the indication from Johnson was that he called it on the zone, not that Turner had actually offered at it. I don't know about that one. But Adrian Johnson, we had him just before the end of the season, he has a kooky strike zone. First pitch on the way to Kyle Schwarber, swung on, pops it up, high in the sky. Shallow left field. Making the catch out there is Kike Hernandez. Two down. Blake Snell, one of the biggest things with Blake Snell, he's got elite stuff, but he's willing to pitch around the strike zone. He's willing to walk you. And the fact that he's gotten 2 outs here with 8 pitches is a big deal because typically he labors through 5 innings. First pitch is a slider right there off the plate. It's 1-0. Left to right across the outfield for the Dodgers. It's Kike, Paez, and Teoscar Hernandez around the horn left to right. Third base, Rojas. Mookie at short as that pitch misses to Bryce Harper, 2-0. Edmonds at second, Freddie's at first. Warfit behind the plate. Of course, Snell on the bump. What you can expect from Blake Snell in his repertoire is the 2-0. Drops a slider right there at the knees, 2-1. He throws a 4-seamer 44% of the time, the changeup and the curve at 24 and 22% respectively. The 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. And then he's got that slider that he'll throw 11% of the time. So he's a 4-pitch pitcher, but heavily leans on the fastball, change, and curve. Slider, typically, he's trying to get you to chase out of the zone for strike 3. The 2-2 in the dirt. Curveball misses. Full count. We'll go over Luzardo's repertoire in the second inning and the defensive alignment. The payoff pitch, down and away, ball 4. So the Phillies got one on. One on, 2 out. And that'll bring Alec Bohm to the plate. Blake Snell flips it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. First pitch on the way to Alec Bohm. He'll chop it over to second base, a one-hopper. Making the easy play is Edman, 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Phillies in the first, nothing doing for the Dodgers in the first. We go to the second. It's nothing tie.
Congratulations! You got on my nerves again today. Woo!
Okay, so here are 3 things that I think only America does. Now, the Red Cups are definitely an American thing. I've never ever seen them in the UK. I don't think they exist. When you're in America, they're in every bar, every home, every house party. They'll have Red Cups. Number 2, wearing footwear indoors. Now, I've been to a few American homes and they're completely fine with you wearing shoes inside. I don't know if this is just something in the UK we do, but we always take our shoes off before we enter the building. It surprises me every time. I mean, I still take my shoes off. It's just a habit. The last thing that I think only America does has to be taking your bank card from you. When you're paying for a meal, they will take your card away, run off somewhere in the back, put the price in, and then return with your card and a receipt. And you just kind of have to pray that they haven't added on an extra $100. We are taught back in England to never give your card to anyone. So this is something I think only America does.
Cheese dogs. Cheese dogs. That's what we have. You mean hot dogs? No, they don't want them. What is a cheese dog? I've never heard of a cheese dog.
The greatest home run hitter of all time, Hank Aaron, opens trading today at the New York Stock Exchange. and the market promptly hits a home run for investors. The Dow now up 23% for the year. NASDAQ, with all its tech stocks, up an astonishing 71% for the year.
Welcome back. These commercial breaks during the postseason are always a little longer than regular ones. Though they're the ones that always complain about the time, how long a game takes, right? You'll hear them bloviate on talk shows. You got to shorten the game. Meanwhile, they're taking 3 minutes in between innings as opposed to 2 minutes during the regular season. Luzardo goes back to work. First pitch on the way. Right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. 96 miles an hour, high and out of the zone. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kike Hernandez takes the 1-1 there. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 97 up top. Got him. One away. Good, hard, high pitch there by Luzardo. Once again, if you're just joining in, my view is behind the 3D. I've learned a long time ago doing my 5th year doing this. I just don't pay attention to the screen and I give you what I see. So if you want to be surprised, I guess listen along. It eventually normally evens itself out and catches up, but Cinemax is dropping the ball right now. They're 1-0, down and in, 2-0. Or I guess it's TBS, whoever the hell. TNT Sports. I don't know. They got like 9 different names. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. Inside. Right there up top. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, slices it over to second. Should be an easy 4-3 put out. Sosa to Harper. 2 down. Two down, and Andy Paez, the number 8 hitter at the plate. First pitch swinging. Misses. It's 0-1. Thank you, Iron Lung, for the channel support. We'll get to Jason here in a second. The 0-1 count. Lefty righty swing. That ball is hammered high. Fairly deep, but just got underneath it. Coming in, making the catch for a loud out number 3 is Kemp. Phillies will grab the bats. We'll be back in a flash. Welcome back to the Country Club, Jason.
Friends, because I like to be in bed. I'm for the sheets, not the streets, baby.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, would you mind doing me a favor and putting on your mask? That'd be awesome, man.
Why are you in my car?
Are you an Uber?
No, but you're gonna go with me now.
No, wait a minute, Jesus!
Listen, if you and I are ever on the phone,
and you hear me say some dumb like, hey man, I'm gonna call you right back. When you hang up that phone, just go on about your day. Don't sit around holding your breath waiting on me to call you back, because you'll turn every color of the rainbow right before you meet your maker. I'm not playing. You think it's a game? The best time to call my phone is text message.
It's hard to compare errors now, but I also think that balls are go a little farther. I won't say juice. Most of the parks are smaller, but players today are bigger and stronger than before.
The ball may be juiced and some of the players may be juiced. I was trying in a general sense to call attention to the fact that this stuff just doesn't make sense. And this was the part that I found especially galling. People throughout baseball who pride themselves on knowing the difference between the split second it took Bill Mazeroski to turn a double play as opposed to the average second baseman, who pride themselves on knowing when a guy's arm angle comes down ever so slightly because he's fatigued in the late innings, who notice if a guy has moved half a step in or half a step back at third base. They didn't notice a damn thing when guys showed up looking like they'd been inflated with bicycle pumps.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. And Iron Lung, appreciate you on another country club donating 5 radio memberships. Appreciate the channel support, sir. It's about that time for What's for Dinner. Iron Lung, I wish I could play along. I saw your comment, but man, I'm way too busy during these games to actually do that. I can only do those during the chats when we have them over on Armchair. It is time for What's for Dinner.
What's for dinner?
First pitch on the way from Blake Snell.
Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
Thank you, Mr. Iron Lung. Donating to the cause. The 0-1 down and in. Evens up the count 1-1. JT Real Muto is your batter. The 1-1 pitch, check swing, bangs it down the first base line, 1-2. The 1-2 count. Phillies nothing, Dodgers nothing. The pitch on the way, inside, 97 misses. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing hits it over towards short. Mookie's got it, 6-3 put out. One away. We will be doing the chat again tomorrow for the game. We're not doing play-by-play. It has been announced to me because we're seeing what the radio side kind of dictates what games we get picked up. We're going to be bringing you the late afternoon game, Detroit versus Seattle, which I'm excited about that because I haven't had a chance to call that series yet. As the first pitch on the way to Nick Castellanos is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. We'll put the chat up with the 3D over on Armchair QB Radio for the Yankees Blue Jays game is the 0-1 right there at the knees. It's 0-2. Also like that because calling a doubleheader tomorrow, I'll get done with that first game a little earlier than if I called the late game because I've got another doubleheader, at least a doubleheader on Wednesday, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. I'm seeing how the cards lay because right now they've got the time staggered on Wednesday because there's 4 games scheduled. And I don't know if that's going to change at all. If the Yankees were to get beaten by Toronto and there's just 3 games, do they move those around? So we're kind of waiting to see where that's at. But I'm going to update the card tonight, but it will be Detroit versus Seattle. I believe it's 4 p.m. It's right in that neighborhood tomorrow. Is the first pitch to Sosa is up top for a strike. It's on. The 0-1, lefty-righty, swing and a miss. Slider down and in, 0-2. For those of y'all in the country club, we got all the emojis for all the teams in the playoffs. So you've got a Dodgers and you've got a Phillies emoji. You can put it up on the screen on who you're pulling for this October. The 0-2. Misses down and in, 1-2. And we also have well, I can't say what it says, but it says, you know what, the Phillies for the Braves fans. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Snell is dealing. Luzardo's settled down. We got ourselves an old-fashioned pitcher's duel here in the city of brotherly love.
Hey, can somebody explain to me why we can't even give away a used mattress, but we'll spend $300 a night to sleep on one at a hotel?
One of the things I really love about mine and my wife's relationship is the fact that she told me we ended up together because she manifested it. I love that, because nothing makes a fella feel better than knowing some she-shaman meddled with free will by means of witchcraft in order to find a mate. And unlike the rest of us, who have to attract people by earnestly flirting and by exercising caution in order to suppress red flags, this witch lit a sage stick and prayed to Venus for my weenus. And so there I was, sitting at a bar with my plentiful 20s, completely oblivious to the fact that I'm about to be blindsided by a Bette Midler spell that some date snake conjured up by doing crystal math and some Drew's my boo voodoo. And so I love my wife, and she is my soulmate. But I'll never know if it's me saying that or if it's some lemur demon who's got a hold of my boy loins just making me move it.
As the memory of the crippling strike of 1994 faded away, baseball's popularity surged, but rumors and suspicions about performance-enhancing drugs kept surfacing. Over the years, a few sports writers and broadcasters had tried to call attention to steroids' infiltration of the national pastime, but nothing was done, and doping became an open secret in the game.
I don't think a bunch of owners or general managers got into a room and they said, we got a great thing going here. Turnstiles are humming, fans love it, let's not do anything. I think what happened was when they were clued enough into what was happening, it was already too late without really getting their hands very dirty. Cleaning it up meant taking down the biggest players in the game. And that was an undertaking they weren't going to touch until somebody made them touch it.
Welcome back to game number 2 of the NLDS. Nothing, your score, top of the 3rd inning. We're heading to the bottom of the order with Wortvit, and that Shohei Ohtani stands on deck. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way, 96 at the knees. It's 0-1. I got one for you, Iron Lung. You're talking about what's for dinner type of who am I type of thing. Is the 0-1 right there at the knees. It's 0-2. This is a pretty easy one. My wife stopped on the way home, so that's the first clue. The second clue is they're closed on Sundays, and they always bless you a happy day. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. 1-2 count. Carrie says she's got pulled pork with sauerkraut or cabbage, beans and coleslaw. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chase one off the plate. Nasty bender, slider down and away. Luzardo has a four-seamer, a sweeper, a changeup, a sinker, a slider. And he's a kitchen sink pitcher. 34% of the time he leans on that four-seamer as the first pitch swung on, chopped over towards second. Ohtani will be down on a quick 4-3 putout. 2 down. And then the sweeper at 31. So 65% of the time you typically get his sweeper or his four-seamer. And he mixes in the rest of the time pretty evenly split changeup, sinker, and slider. Two up, 2 down. Mookie Betts, the batter. Right there at the knees. It's 0-1. That's right, Richard. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. According to home plate umpire Adrian Johnson, 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Swing, chops it deep into the hole at short. Here comes the throw from Trey Turner. He'll fire it across the diamond, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the third we go. The guys with the P's on their hats grab the sticks.
You know why no one's loyal and everybody talks? Because people need to get punched in the mouth again. It's crazy how a good punch to the mouth will adjust somebody's attitude.
Look at that baby there with all them big kids. Baby can't talk. Some babies can talk. Okay, up, come on, sit down. Okay, up, come on, sit down. Where did you learn that at? From school. From the TV too. Stand up, turn around, sit down. You learned that from school. Uh-huh, me too. Who told you that? Did the TV tell you that?
In May of 2002, Jose Canseco, who would later claim that without steroids, he would have never even made it to the major leagues, retired from baseball with 462 home runs. He told the press that 85% of major leaguers were taking steroids. There would be no baseball left, Canseco insisted, if we drug tested everyone. But hardly anyone took his claims seriously. Then, a few weeks later, Sports Illustrated published a cover story by Tom Verducci, which described players taking a wide range of performance-enhancing drugs. In the article, former Padres third baseman Ken Caminiti confessed that he had taken heavy doses of steroids for years, beginning in 1996, when he had been named the National League's most valuable player.
And what really, really struck me was, first of all, the responsibility that he took for his own career, but also the fact that he had no remorse whatsoever. And that's when it really hit home to me that it was so pervasive in the game that given the choice, he would do it again.
You know something's mega spam when they're trying to get you to click on free game on ESPN. The game's not even good on ESPN. When we first started this channel early on, we had some people that told us that they clicked on that. The next thing you know, they're in the long phone call with their banks. So you've been warned. One of them called up to one of the stations, and Jason told him, because he said, "Do you believe that?" He goes, "Yeah, I believe that. Nothing's free." As the first pitch on the way is right there at the knees on the outer edge. Called for a ball. Man, that looked like it might have touched the zone. It's 1-0. Brandon Marsh, or Captain Caveman, lefty-lefty matchup at the plate. 96 off the plate, ball 2-0. So far, if you're just getting off work and want to know what you've missed one base hit by Mookie Betts. It was a single that got through just past the diving glove of Trey Turner, and that's it. The 2-0, swing and a miss. 2-1. Snell has walked one. Luzardo has walked one. They have both struck out 3. They're both still on pretty good pitch counts as the 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. Luzardo is sitting at 42 through 3 innings, so he's really corralled it the last couple innings. And Snell started this inning at about 28. The 2-2 just misses outside, 3-2. And when he starts getting calls or getting batters to swing early at pitches, you'll really see him expand the zone because now he knows he's got stuff to play with. He hates giving up base hits. He doesn't mind walking guys. The 3-2 swung on, fouled it back. Yeah, Kerry, they've all kind of got a lot of the Phillies over the years have looked the caveman part, but I've always called Brandon Marsh that because he always looks just unkept as hell. The payoff pitch, down below the knees, ball 4. Man, that was close, but a good take by Captain Caveman. 1 on, 1 out, and here we go. Marsh heads on down to first. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is off the plate. Called for a ball. It's 1-0. It is a little surprising that Tyler Glasnow did not get one of the first starts, as he was in the bullpen for the Dodgers in the first series. The first pitch on the way off of that 1-0 is a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Otto Kemp, the batter, number 9 hitter. Trey Turner standing on deck. Aaron Long says he blocked that. The 1-1. Down and in. Held up. Ball 2, 2-1. Two, 1 count. Pitch on the way. 97 inside, 2-2. I think a lot of people, Cody, are pulling for the winner of that series, the one you're talking about, the Mariners Tigers. We will have game number 3 of that series. It's in Detroit. The series tied up at 1. We'll have that game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So doubleheader tonight, bringing you this game in the Brewers-Cubs, and then we'll bring you the Detroit Mariners game tomorrow, and then another doubleheader on Wednesday. Just haven't figured out who it's going to be. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Kemp down on strikes. 1 away. Back to the top of the order. Trey Turner struck out looking his first time up. Standing on deck is Kyle Schwarber. Second time through the lineup, seeing Blake Snell. Snell looks in. The first pitch just misses off the edge. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Man, he's got the touch tonight, 1-2. He is placing his off-speed pitches wherever he wants to. We all know Blake Snell's one of the best in the business, but he is on it tonight. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, chased a bad one there. Strike 3, pitch out of the zone, and there's 2 away. Kind of a tough pitch to lay off with 2 strikes. When you're swinging at something like that, essentially you're just trying to bang it foul because you're not doing anything with that pitch. First offering to Kyle Schwarber is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Kyle Schwarber, 56 home runs on the year to pace the National League. Ohtani was right on his heels with 55. Snell tosses it over to first, but it wasn't much of a pickoff move. It was a gentle toss, probably just to reset. Sometimes, nowadays, with all the rules in place, these veteran pitchers just want to get a breather for a second. The 1-0 count. 96 underneath the hands. That's 1-1. The 1-1 kicks and fires. 90 miles an hour down below the knees. Ball 2, 2-1. Nothing, your score. Runner at first. 2 outs, a 2-1 count. Kyle Schwarber staring at the southpaw and delivers. 92, bang, right at the knees. That'll even up the count. Deuce is wild now. A 2-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch from Snell. He's going to flip it over to first, and they got the runner picked off. Captain Caveman will be down. It's going to be a 1-3 to 6 put out. Mookie applies the tag. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0 here in Philly.
Here are some fun facts that you may not know about St. Patrick's Day. Firstly, St. Patrick, our Irish patron saint, wasn't Irish. He was Welsh. As you all know, everybody wants to be Irish. Everybody wears green on St. Patrick's Day. We should actually be wearing blue. St. Patrick himself wore blue, but in around 1700s, people decided to turn it to green because of the clover. On average, Americans spend $5.9 billion on St. Patrick's weekend, just on alcohol. But in my beautiful little country of Ireland, up until 1970, St. Patrick's Day was considered a religious holiday, where you couldn't actually drink. However, after a quick law change and Ireland suddenly realising that tourism would be much higher with alcohol, we soon changed that.
2 away for Mark Grace, up to 329 for the year now with 9 homers and 51 RBIs. Ball 1 to Grace. All the talk this year with Tony Gwynn and Larry Walker hovering around 400 all season long. Mark Grace has hit just under 400 the last month. 396 over the last 29 games. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seems like there are a lot of first basemen around now who are similar.
It's really kind of changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, line drive hitters.
Good pitch by Maddox, 1-2. Used to be every club had a first baseman that was big and bulky and hit the long ball. Now you've got a lot of hitters like Grace at that first base spot. Strike 3 call. Grace caught looking. That doesn't happen very often.
For 44 years, since Charles Hercules Ebbets had built his park on a garbage dump called Pigtown, Ebbets Field had united the hopes of the borough of Brooklyn and had been home to Wilbert Robinson and Dazzy Vance, Red Barber and Hilda Chester and the Dodger Symphony, Leo DeRocher and Pee Wee Reese and Duke Snyder, Larry McPhail and Branch Rickey and Jackie Robinson.
Welcome back. 0-0 your score. Oscar Hernandez leads us off. First pitch on the way is off the plate. It's 1-0. 1-0 from Luzardo. He called that a strike. He called that a strike, excuse me. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Down and in, 1-1. So that'll even up the count at 1-1. I can't believe he called that a strike. I was trying to go off the screen. That doesn't work. You got Adrian Johnson go behind the plate. Yeah, I tried. I tried to give y'all a quicker call, but no dice. The 1-1 count. Right there on the corner, outer edge, 1-2. Now that was a strike, and he's giving the what for to Adrian Johnson. But even with that being said, I think he's more upset about that first strike, and rightfully so. The 1-2. Chops it. Back to the mound. Luzardo has it, fumbles it, underhands it, flips it to first. And he'll get the jogging Hernandez on a 1-3 putout. One away. And it's the postseason, Teoscar. Don't be scared to hustle a little bit. I know you might be a little complacent after winning a championship, but come on now. What are you doing? Luzardo sitting at 46 pitches. We're one out here in the fourth inning. Freddie Freeman, your batter. First pitch is a slider down and in. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, chops it foul down the first base line. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 to Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him with the bender down and away. 2 down. Tommy Edman, the batter. Lefty-righty matchup, the switch hitter. The 0-1 inside. Misses. 1-1. 1-1 count. You got a 1-2 on Edman. Luzardo. Pretty good pitch count right now. He'll kick and fire. Swing, pops it back out of play. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. Phillies will grab the bats. 0-0 Game number 2.
What is a random baby name that you 100% will be naming your kid no matter what your spouse says?
I'm going to name him Wussel, so people think he has a speech impediment.
The old expression, rule of thumb, that has quite a dark origin, actually. In the 1400s, it was legal in England to hit your wife with a stick, but the stick wasn't allowed to be thicker than your thumb, hence the expression, rule of thumb.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
And that the Brooklyn Dodgers would up and leave to Los Angeles yet, which seemed like once you go to Borneo. You know, the only time I had seen L.A. was Mickey Mouse Club would show, and Disneyland is under construction, and it looked like the Amazon. They're in the where'd they go? And it was, why here? So far away, and it was the mountaintop they're preparing for a ballpark on a mountaintop? No, in the city next to the dry cleaner, so you could talk about it when you pick up your suit that had a mustard stain from the game before. Where's the corner bar? Where's the arguments? You know, where's the trolley where's the subway? How do you get there? Where are they got palm trees? What's Cary Grant and Doris Day doing at a game? You know, where's Al Schmenglowitz, who should sit there? Where's the band? What's going to happen to that band that was in right field, that crazy band? You know, what's going to happen?
Nothing, your score. Hope you're enjoying your Monday night here in Braves Country Radio. Game number 2 is the first pitch on the way, is right there on the inner cut, 97 miles an hour. Kyle Schwarber, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Rocks and fires. Right there on the outer edge, 0-2. I think we found a little quicker of a stream, so hopefully this helps out a little bit. We're still a touch behind the 3D, but can only do so much. The 0-1, or 0-2 count, I should say. Now we've got to deal with the fact that I've got one delayed behind me looking at it. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did Schwarber go around? They check down the third base line. Jim Wolf says no dice. Good take right there. I don't believe he went around, but Jim Wolf loves to call strikes. The 1-2. Pitch in the dirt. One-two count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 88 miles an hour off the plate. Good pitch by Snell. He's got it going today. Phillies nothing, Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the 4th, first pitch on the way to Bryce Harper. Down and in. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it over to second. Should be an easy 4-3 put out. It is. And quickly 2 down. So 2 down. Blake Snell sitting at 52 pitches. Alec Bohm at the plate. First pitch, up top, 97 miles an hour. Misses high, it's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it. Swing, chops it over towards first. Rolling just foul. Freddie Freeman will pick it up. A 1-1 count. Nobody on, 2 outs. The pitch from Snell, number 55. Down and in. 2-1. Typically, when you're at the end of the 4th inning with Blake Snell, he's flirting with 80 pitches. He's only at 55. And this is exactly what the doctor ordered as he pulls the cheat sheet out of his pocket. Why does that not surprise me that Blake Snell has a cheat sheet, the 1-0? Excuse me. 2-1 swing and a miss is 2-2. Dodgers lead the series 1-0. I don't know if we still have that clip. We used to play a clip for a long time where he was talking about, this is right during the pandemic. If y'all have ever heard the clip, I haven't heard it in a while, so I don't know if we still have it, is the 2-2. Right there at the knees, strike 3, caught looking. And that'll end the inning. I'll tell you more about that Blake Snell clip. I wish I could find it. I'll see if I can. We'll be back in a flash.
I'm holy enough to pray for you, baby, but I'm also hood enough to swing on you, so jot that down, all right? Okay.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
I went to an Alcoholics Anonymous class last night, and anonymous my ass, I knew everybody that was there.
What's up, Braves Country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Love y'all.
Now, one more time, what did you ask, Daddy?
In the 80s, did they have shoes?
Somebody come get this kid.
During the 1960s, the Cold War almost became nuclear war over missiles in Cuba, and the Beatles invaded the United States. Americans made it to Woodstock and to the moon. Americans fought in Vietnam and then went into the streets to stop that fighting. Winston Churchill and Ernest Hemingway and Rogers Hornsby died. Cal Ripken Jr. and Dwight Gooden and Roger Clemens were born. In the 1960s, the New York Yankees' dominance would finally end. The Los Angeles Dodgers would break all attendance records in their new home.
We're back. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Maybe I can find it when I have some downtime. But first pitch swinging, Luzardo versus Hernandez. Hernandez pops the first pitch up, and it's going to be a can of corn in the infield, one away. But if you ever heard the one we're doing, it's a part of one of our earlier clips, but he's saying, play for the love of the game, play for the love of the game. Man, I got to get mine. That's Blake Snell. That's that idiot during the pandemic when everybody else was losing their jobs and he didn't want to play baseball for several $1 million. First pitch is right there to Miguel Rojas. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Luzardo taking his time and brings it. Check swing into the first base side. It's 0-2. But it really sparked some controversy at the time because it fallen on deaf ears. So if you remember what the controversy was about, it was during the players' holdout. As the pitches in the dirt 0-2. They were not willing to play unless they were getting 100% of their contract. And the owners were like, what are you, nuts? We can't even put people in the seats. As the 1-2 comebacker smoked up the middle, but caught by Luzardo, an atom ball. Quickly 2 down. And so Snell was one of the knuckleheads that was pounding the drum of I want my entire 162 game salary. I don't want to get a third of it because we're only playing a third of the games. As the first pitch to Andy Paez, this is going to be an easy fly ball out, and that is an easy inning for Luzardo. Dodgers, a gift to Philly. We'll be back in a flash. 4-pitch inning.
Hey, does anybody else get anxiety pulling up to new places not knowing the parking situation? Or is it just me?
I did not notice the number was on the stomach side. I did.
What do you mean?
The number down. I didn't notice.
But you didn't know that there was a number there?
Yeah, I haven't noticed all spring.
Keith,
forget it. Don't pay attention to me. We didn't have a number down there when I played.
Yeah, you did.
We did? No.
Oh yeah.
Really? I know we have a number on our backs.
Is my wife the only person that won't let their significant other fart into
We are not having this discussion again.
their butt?
That is not a normal thing, and the fact
Is it
that you
also
ask
weird?
me that almost every night is so not normal.
Is it also weird that I want to do that just once? It's like CPR for butts.
That's not A.
It's butt
true.
CPR.
And B,
I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy for a relationship.
I disagree.
She also won't let me exhale out of my nose into her nose.
This is such a weird
upside
thing.
down.
That's because that's carbon dioxide going straight into my body. You
Like-
exhale carbon dioxide.
like-
I don't inhale carbon dioxide. I inhale oxygen to breathe and live. You know the other thing I won't let you do is pee between my legs while I'm sitting on the toilet. Things the internet
That's a
doesn't need to
normal
know.
thing.
That's not normal.
It is.
In the 60s, I was in college and in graduate school, and baseball didn't have the vitality for me that the civil rights movement did. I got very active, and somehow the events of the world became so important that I didn't feel I had the time to indulge in the luxury of my childhood. It was also because I hadn't yet found the Red Sox and I had lost the Dodgers, so that gap in my love of baseball fit a certain time in history when I was so busy in marches that there wasn't time to sit in baseball games.
Welcome back. National League Division Series moving along pretty quickly so far. Dodgers nothing. Philly nothing. So we're heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. Luzardo, after that really quick inning, he is at 61 pitches through 5. Snell is right about where he wants to be, 57 through 4 as he enters the 5th inning. It's hard to believe that was 15 years ago that Roy Halladay threw that no-hitter. I remember exactly where I was, at work. We were in the weeds and we were trying to watch that final out. His sons, if you're just joining us, threw out tonight's first pitch for the Phillies. The 1-0 pitch from Snell to JT Realmuto is swatted back foul. One of his sons, and I don't know the difference in their two names. I had it on a post, but I don't know which is which. But one of their sons literally looks like Captain Caveman, Brandon Marsh. He's got the same hairdo and everything. I guarantee you that's his favorite current player. The 1-1, swing, slices it foul, 1-2. If he even watch, some of these kids don't even care about the game if their parents were in it. Folks like us don't understand it. You're like, how the hell do you not go to every game? How do you not just like into this great game? The 1-2, check swing, held up, 2-2. 2-2 count. Snell kicks and delivers. Fouls it back. JT Realmuto, he was on that one. That one sizzled to the backstop. The 2-2. Inside. Full count. So full count from Snell. 0-0 your score. JT Realmuto will step out of the box for a second. Snell comes set. The payoff pitch. Swing! That ball's hit high and deep into right field, drifting back. Making the catch is Teoscar Hernandez for a long, loud out, number 1. Sure, I'm glad I hustled around to make these sound bites for the Dodgers and Phillies tonight. They have done nothing offensively. Snell back to work. The first pitch to Castellanos. 97 at the knees. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. One hit in the game, that's it. Dodgers had a single with 1 out in the first inning by Mookie Betts. Other than that, zeros, goose eggs across the board. The pitch is in the dirt, offering to Castellanos. Evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 count. Swing, chop set down the third base side towards the dugout. It'll roll into the Dodger dugout. Best time of the year, October baseball. The 1-2. Swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. One-two count. I know those drive y'all nuts. The spam. It's a good sign for us when we're getting spammed. It means folks are paying attention. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 2-2. I mean, the only way to totally eliminate is make it where you have to be a member to comment, but I don't want to do that. Is the 2-2. Check swing. So a full count. But who knows? They probably know some algorithm to get around that, too. You'd be like, how come I'm not getting any more memberships and all these bots are in here? The payoff pitch. Swing, chops it. Over to third. Rojas gathers it, flips it. 5-3 to Freddie. 2 down. You know, the Philly fans are like, man, we have not had much to cheer about here in this postseason. They've scored no runs in this game. Got out to the 3-0 lead in the first game of this series, and then the bullpen imploded as Edmund Sosa, first pitch swinging, he'll dump that into right center field, and you speak of it, and it shall come. It's a 2-out single for the Phillies. Smack that one into right center field, just kind of a blooper, a dying quail over the infield. First pitch to Captain Caveman, Brandon Marsh, is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Down and in. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Snell looking in. The 1-1 swing, chops it over to first. Stepping on the bag is Freddie, and that'll end the inning. G3 in your scorecard. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0. Top of the 6th we go.
Well, I'm absolutely furious because I spent all evening drinking something called Seedlip, which is quite delicious, but it turns out it's non-alcoholic. So I can still feel all my emotions now, and it's 10 o'clock.
Dan, I need to talk to you about me bulking up.
What do you mean bulking up?
Yeah, I've been hitting the gym for a few months, and I need some tubs of protein powder to get bigger, and Mom said she won't buy them without your permission because they're too expensive.
Why are you doing this anyway?
A little bit for me, but I'm trying to impress my girlfriend too.
What did you tell her?
Why does that matter?
I want to know what you told her. The last time you lied to your girlfriend, you told you were getting injuries from physical combat until she found out you were kite fighting and getting string burns.
I didn't know there was kite fighting gloves, okay?
With the score tied 9-9 in the bottom of the 9th, and Ralph Terry on the mound for New York, Bill Mazeroski came to bat.
Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep to left. This may do it. Back to the wall goes Berra. It is over the fence, home run. The Pirates win.
It was the first time the World Series had ever ended with a home run.
We have seen and shared in one of baseball's great moments.
Bill Mazeroski's home run in 1960. 7 games Pirates in Pittsburgh. We beat them 12-0, 10-0, 16-3. We're into the last inning. We tie it up. Mickey made an amazing base running play, a little head fake, and Bill Mazeroski steps up, and Ralph Terry hangs a slider, and Bill Mazeroski hits it 420 feet, and the Pirates win the World Series. I still hurt about it. I still feel bad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mazeroski has hit a 1-0 pitch over the left field fence at Forbes Field to win the 1960 World Series for the Pittsburgh Pirates by a score of 10-9.
It was terrible. I'd been with the Yankees 10 years at that time, and I cried all the way home on the airplane. I just couldn't quit, It's the worst I've ever felt in my life. It was the only time that we ever played in the World Series where I felt like the best team got beat.
Welcome back. Still 0-0 as we head to top of the 6th inning. I think I told y'all the over-under on this out in the desert was 7.5. They should have made it 1.5. This it seems like the first team to one is going to win this thing. Brewers and Cubs are next. We'll head over to there. That'll be a separate link. It's already up. It's already ready to roll. All you got to do is go to the home page or scroll to the top of this broadcast. We have it pinned up there. Luzardo goes to work. First pitch swinging. Will Smith, the pinch hitter, chops one across the diamond, and it's a 5-3 quick put out. I would say that Will Smith will most likely stay in for Ben Rortvert. Now we'll have to see what happens, but that's what happened in game one. First pitch to Shohei Ohtani as we flip the order over one more time. First pitch misses down below the knees. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires right there. Strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Lefty. The pitch swung on. That ball's hammered down the left field line. It is bending just foul. We'll put the camera on Ohtani. I believe they called it foul. He's still hanging. Okay, he's just having an issue with his equipment. I thought he was under the impression that stayed fair. I think his strap broke on the Barry Bonds Iron Man kit that he wears on his arm. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. I think my video and your video is starting to sync up a little bit. I've been trying, man. It's been a thing. The 2-2, swung on, chops it over to first. Right at it is Harper. He'll step on the bag, 2 down. They'll still just a touch in front of me, but it's a lot better than what it was at first pitch. Just nothing we can do about it. First pitch is a 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer. P at the knees on the inner cut to Mookie Betts. It's 0-1. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 97. Up around letter high, 0-2. Luzardo just at 69 pitches. He gets an out here. I mean, he's pressing towards a complete game. The pitch on the way, swing! That ball's belted down the left field corner. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is just foul. 0-2. The 0-2 count. Luzardo comes set. Just misses off the edge, 1-2. During the postseason, the Who Yamas, just so y'all know, we put them in there if there's time, but if it's a close game like this, we don't tend to mess with it. The 1-2 pops it up down the right side. Underneath it is Harper. Man, he struggled with that, stumbling and bumbling, but he makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Nothing. One hit apiece here in Philly.
If Earth is the third planet from the sun, Doesn't that mean that every country is a third world country?
I've become, maybe to a fault at times, because I still question myself, is I'm so much about the person now, you know? And I remember like Pat Gillick telling me, being the Blue Jays GM, when he started, and he was 70% talent, 30% makeup character, and then over time, it was 60-40. And I got to tell you, I feel like I've gone to like 55-45 talent, makeup character. So then you start doing work on the person, on the teammate, on the guy. People say they're great competitors, but sometimes it's talk. I'm a big believer, especially being a parent now. Players make others better. I've seen it. Took a while to see it, but I see it. A coach can only do so much, a manager can only do so much, but peers can really impact. I think about it with my kids, who they're around is an impact as well. So you fill a clubhouse, instead of having two guys like a Blanco and a DeRosa, I've kind of flipped that. I'm like, you better have like 24 or 25 and maybe one or two that are on the border of pass-fail, to me.
Armchair.
Curt Flood of the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss.
The glare is that I don't particularly like you, and I am going to beat you any way I can. It is concentration of trying to block out 50,000 people either for you or against you. It is trying to remember all of the things that make you a good hitter and trying to make them go into action immediately, right now. I need it right now in order to do this against this great pitcher. He's a major leaguer too, so you have to give him credit. Incredible things go on inside your head.
Curt Flood went on to become a solid 300 hitter, the best defensive center fielder in the game, winning 7 consecutive Gold Glove awards.
Welcome back, y'all. Shohei Ohtani and the LA Dodgers, Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies. They have been no match for Blake Snell and Luzardo. Blake Snell goes back to work. First pitch on the way is a bender at the knees. It's on 1. This is one of the big off-season signings by the Dodgers. The 0-1 swing and a miss on 2. 0-2 count. There's their payroll. They do have an embarrassment of riches, but this was the biggest one landed this offseason. Offseason before it was Shohei Ohtani. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Good take. 1-2. 1-2 count. 0-0 your score. Moving along pretty quickly here. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Kept down on strikes. The 8th K for Blake Snell. Luzardo with 5. Both have given up 1 hit. Luzardo with 1 walk. Snell with 2. The big number. Goose eggs on the scoreboard. First pitch to Trey Turner. Man, he was going for the downs on that one, wasn't he? It's 0-1. He was, even though that ball almost hit him in the belt buckle, he was trying to go yard. The 0-1. Down below the knees. 1-1. Beginning in November, we'll be bringing you Braves Country Today and MLB Today on Fridays. During the winter meetings, we're going to be here with you all week long. The 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. But on Fridays, We've got MLB Today coming your way at 9 a.m. Eastern on Friday mornings, starting in November, and Braves Country today for the country club members at 10 a.m. The 1-2's in the dirt, 2-2. We'll be talking the entire world of baseball, pretty much on both, but focusing on the Braves and the NL East on Braves Country today. We're kind of doing an overview of the entire offseason in Major League Baseball at the 9 a.m. MLB Today show. The 2-2 pitches off the plate, changeup misses, full count. It's going to be a busy offseason for a lot of teams, including the Atlanta Braves. The payoff pitch, down and in, ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. Trey Turner with a good job of working his way aboard. One on, one out. Kyle Schwarber, the batter. He could change this game with one swing. 56 home runs on the year, and you get the feeling of a home run in this game could be the difference between these two teams. First pitch is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Infield back into the right. Snell looking over, flips it over to first. Back in time is Turner. The 1-0 to Schwarber. Snell looks in. Runner goes. Here comes the throw down to second base. Ball comes out of the glove of Mookie Betts, and it'll be a stolen base for the Phillies. Not a great jump and a pretty good throw down there by Will Smith, who took over for Rortvit. In fact, he beat him, but Mookie Betts could not hold on to the ball once the glove hit the arm of Trey Turner as he was coming by. The 2-0. Right there, swing and miss, strike, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Runner at second. Pitch. 97 inside. Did he go around? We checked down the line to Jim Wolf. He did not. 3-1. Dodgers do have Blake Treinen, the right-hander, warming up in the bullpen. 3-1 count. Snell turns back. Chasing the runner back to second. Bryce Harper stands on deck, so there's no way that they're even considering bringing in Treinen to face Harper, I wouldn't think. It's the pitch on the way down below the knees, ball 4. And he'll head on down to first, and now the Phillies really got something going. Runners on first and second, one out, and Snell, you look up and he's already at 90 pitches. This inning has done a number on him. They're going to go out there and have a quick talk with him, excuse me. Dodgers pitching coach Mark Pryor out there. Standing on deck after Harper is Bowman Realmuto, so this very well could be Blake Snell's last batter. He doesn't typically go this deep. His pitch count normally isn't this low. He's normally a guy that kind of nibbles around the edge and runs his pitch count up. He's usually lucky to get to the 6th inning. He's sitting at 90 pitches, so essentially he's got 10 pitches to play within this at bat because I don't see a scenario unless he gets a really quick double play where he faces one of the right-handed bats looming on deck. Bryce Harper digging in. The first pitch on the way. Slider into the dirt. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Turner at second, Schwarber at first. Pitch, swing, pops it back foul out of play. 1-1. Infield is back into the right and at double play depth. Snell would love a double play here, but he's just trying to keep Harper from putting the ball in play. The 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Nasty bender in the dirt. On deck is Bohm. Treinen is warmed up in the pen for Los Angeles. The 1-2. Spins towards second base, but holds on to the ball, though that will be counted as a move. The 1-2. Swing, chops it foul. Towards the Phillies dugout, first base side. We'll do it again. One-two count. Brings it. In the dirt, ball 2-2-2. That was pitch number 95. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got Bryce Harper fishing off the deck without a pole. Man, that was a nasty pitch. 2 down. Now the question will be, will they leave Snell in or will they go to the right-hander out of the pen? You're in a tie game. The only argument you could make for leaving him in would be you don't know how long this game's going to go, so you don't know how much of the pen you might need, and an extra out here and there could be the difference, but it looks like they're going to roll the dice. Alec Bohm, the cleanup hitter for the Philadelphia Phillies, right side of the plate. Blake Snell from the left side of the bump. Here's the first pitch. Inside, 97 miles an hour. It's 1-0. No way he would face Real Muto, who's standing on deck at 97 pitches. I'm sure all the numbers are telling Dave Roberts to pull Snell, but he's going with his gut. The 1-0. High and inside, ball 2-2-0. Having a hard time finding the strike zone. The 2-0 count. Runners at first and second. Good speed at second base. A base hit should score Trey Turner. One of the best base runners in the business. The 2-0 swing, chops it over to third, and it's going to be a close place. Both of them head first slide. Is he safe or is he out? They're going to call him out. Miguel Rojas beats Turner to the third base bag barely. Now he's getting up gingerly, is Rojas. We'll be back in a flash. Looking at the replay, it looks like he just tagged it in time. By the way, Rojas would have been an easy throw to first. What was he doing?
In Spanish? Yes. Gracias todos para los... I don't know how to say compliments.
No?
Compliments.
But these super berries grow in the Andes Mountains, okay? Alpacas can survive entire winters on this.
So it's like a super berry, huh? Now, what kind of superpowers are you talking about? Like, do you survive the winter?
Great question.
So is that the only superpower you get, surviving winters? Because I've survived many winters without these berries.
No,
These are the people that are banned from my funeral. Don't let Bertha in. She tried to hook up with my husband. Shame on her. My mailman can't come either. He's the worst ex I ever had. And I know he's going to try to go to my funeral. His sister can't come either. I'm going to haunt them all.
The greatness of Ty Cobb was something that had to be seen, and to see him was to remember him forever. George Sisler.
On April 27, 1961, Tyrus Raymond Cobb threw out the first ball at the opening home game of the brand new Los Angeles Angels. It was his last visit to a ballpark. He was 74 years old and dying of cancer. Drinking, gambling, quarreling with waiters and taxi drivers and sales clerks. He stayed on the road as long as he could, carrying with him everywhere a Luger and a paper bag filled with $1 million in securities, and each day swallowing a quart of bourbon mixed with milk to dull the pain. He died on July 17th, 1961. His lifetime batting average was .367. The highest in history. If I'd had my life to live over again, he had told a caller toward the end, I'd have done things a little different. I would have had more friends.
Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. Nothing, your score. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs and Brewers are up next here on Braves Country Radio. I think I said bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th we go. Dodgers will grab the bats. Trying to do about 9 things at once as I'm trying to get the lineups jotted down as we go along here. First pitch on the way is a pitch outside the zone. Not sure what's going on here. Here we go. Something messed up with my feed. I think we're back. The 1-2 count inside. 2-2. Not a fan of this this platform that they're bringing the game to you on in this series. The 2-2 swung on, foul back. We'll do it again. They always did okay when it was just them, but now that they've combined forces, I think they're cutting corners somewhere because the production's really, really shaky. The 2-2 pitch swung on and dropped into center field. That's down for a base hit. And the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez, leads off the inning with the single. Freddie Freeman, the batter, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Did he go around? I guess he held up. 1-1. 1-1 count. 96 down and in. Ball 2-1. National League this year, they take turns if you're wondering how it works. This year, the National League is the 2-1 swing. That ball's roped down the right field line. That's going to get down for a base hit. Hernandez goes from first to third, and it's going to be a double for Freddie Freeman as he does the weird sachet that they do when they get a base hit. I wasn't sure if they were still doing that or not. I think that's going to be it. It is. Rob Thompson's coming out there getting the ball from Luzardo. He gets a standing ovation. 6 innings of no-run ball, but could not get an out here in the 7th. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0 your score. Runners on second and third, and nobody out. This date, 1920, the grand jury indicts 8 White Sox players on charges of fixing last season's World Series against the Cincinnati Reds. The 8 members involved in the Black Sox scandal will be cleared of the charges, but on the same day they will be banned from baseball by baseball commissioners Kennesaw Mountain Landis, baseball's first commissioner. On this date, 1924, Rogers Hornsby finishes the season with a batting average to lead the National League at .424. The St. Louis Cardinals second baseman easily outdistanced Zach Wheat, who finishes second in the race, batting .375 for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And on this date in 1925, the Washington Senators, which include Hall of Famers Walter Johnson, Goose Gosselin, Sam Rice, are celebrating winning consecutive pennants, becoming the first reigning champion to visit the White House. After President Calvin Coolidge welcomes Bucky Harris's team, it will be 55 years until the Pittsburgh Pirates, the 1979 world champs, become the second baseball team to enjoy a day at the president's home, invited by sitting President Jimmy Carter. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back. One of my pups must know that it knows that we are here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitching change. Not quite the 7th inning stretch, but it's on the way. She appeared out of nowhere. She was staring at me through the office wanting some cheese. Y'all been following the show for a while. Y'all know the 7th inning tradition here. I go out and give our pups some cheese during the 7th inning stretch. Orion Kirkering will be the right-handed arm coming out of the pen. For the Phillies. 0-0 your score. Tommy Edman will flip around, switch hitter, takes a hack at the first pitch, 98 miles an hour. Swats it straight back. It's 0-1. The infield is in. We'll pull the screen back so you can see all the action. The 0-1. Swings, slices one foul. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Really are playing with fire. You've got a tie game and still 3 offensive innings to go for Philly, and they've got the infield in with 2 runners in scoring position. The 0-2, high and inside, 1-2. I get the idea that you don't want to give up a run. Now they've scooched back a little bit, but they're still pretty much in. You wouldn't quite call where first and third are at as halfway. Is the 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Kirkering says, I don't need no stinking defense. 1 away. So Kike Hernandez, who has been a October hero many a times for the Dodgers, fouls the first pitch, backing away. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Swing, chops it up the middle. Charging it is Turner. He'll fire it to home. Here comes the throw. He is safe. And the Dodgers have got the 1-0 lead. Philly wants to challenge it, so not so fast. I don't know. We got to see this. One thing I can think of is that you don't get the up-close look. And what tends to happen with these plays at the plate, the foot bounces and doesn't touch the plate. But they are wanting to challenge it, and I don't think this is a what the hell, why not challenge it. It's an important challenge. Looking at the replay, he beat the play. I don't know why they're challenging it. Let's see it one more time from another angle. See if I'm missing something. Nah, he beat it. I don't know why they were doing that. From the blind eye, it's what it looked like, but sometimes you'll see these replays and the foot won't touch the plate. It'll bounce and then go a little airborne for a second. Then the defense will apply the tag, but it looks like his foot hit the... Looks like unless he hit that knee before his foot went across the plate, but I haven't seen a look yet that shows us anything different. You'd have to get a look from up top. Ooh, that's a little closer. There's one from the side view down below that shows the foot may have been up. I'll tell you what, they need a view from above and coincide it, because the only way he's out, I think, is if he touched the left knee before he hit the right leg. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and hold it up. So it is a 1-0 score. Hernandez is safe. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Max Muncy standing in the box. First pitch on the way to Max is inside. Sweeper misses. It's 1-0. Muncy in for Rojas. Pinch hitting for Rojas in a big spot. 1-0 down and in. 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires, down and in. 3-0. Still on the bench is Kim for the Dodgers, along with Colin Dean. They may bring Kim in to play second. And as the 3-0 pitch is down and in, ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. There's only 1 out. Ducks all over the pond. Kerkering is in a bind with the bases loaded and 1 out. Matt Strom is warmed up in the bullpen as the first pitch on the way is P at the knees. Called for a strike. To Andy Paez. It's 0-1. Righty-righty, the 0-1 swing, slices it foul over 2. So you play this out, had Turner gone to first, there would be 2 outs right now. And 2 on. Instead, the bases are loaded, 1 out, and the run scored anyways. The pitch, swing, fouls it back. It's 0-2. Once again, I understood why they were doing it, but I just didn't agree with it because you've got 3 more offensive innings for the Phillies, and this Dodger bullpen has been anything but automatic. And a 1-run game isn't insurmountable for this Philly offense. The 0-2. Swing, pops it up. high in the sky. Bryce Harper's underneath it, and 2 away. Harper was starting to head towards the dugout. I think he was thinking it was 3 outs. Should be 3 outs. The defense had played back, but instead you got one more swing of the bat here, and Will Smith, the batter. Now it looks like Sheehan is warming up in the pen for the Dodgers. And Philly trying to keep it right here. If Kirkering gets out of this jam, then it's no harm, no foul. The first pitch on the way. Swing! That ball's hammered into left field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. It's 2-0 Los Angeles. The throw to the plate. 2 runs will score. It's 3-0 Dodgers. Will Smith comes up off the mat and smokes one into left field. And it's 3-0 Dodgers. Kind of a he was going for the bender there on the outside of the plate, but it kind of wasn't quite what you would call a cement mixer, but it was close and it hung up. And Will Smith smacked it into left center. Really no shot to throw out the runner at home. It was a good relay by Camp, but there's just no way to get with 2 outs, they were running on contact. That's going to be it for Kirkering. It's 3-0. They go back to the pen. We'll be back in a flash. On this date in 1888, the first publication of Ernest Lawrence Thayer's poem, Casey at the Bat, appears in the San Francisco Examiner. The work was originally published under the pen name Finn because the poet felt embarrassed by what he considered bad verse and decided to keep his identity a secret until others claimed the work to be theirs. On this date in 1902, St. Louis Cardinal right-hander Mike O'Neill hits the first pinch hit grand slam in Major League Baseball history. The hurler's 9th inning blast off bean-eater Togi Pittenger proves to be the difference in the Redbirds' 11-9 victory over Boston at the South End grounds. And on this date in 1918, Dutch Leonard faces only 28 batters and tosses his second career no-hitter when he holds the Tigers hitless in the Red Sox 5-0 victory at Navin Field. The 26-year-old southpaw, known as Hub, had also pitched a no-no against the St. Louis Browns 2 seasons before in Boston's Fenway Park. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back. We are still in the top of the 7th inning. Matt Strom is coming out of the pen a little earlier than I'm sure Thompson would like to use him, but he's got to try to keep it right here. With the Phillies having the day off tomorrow, he may be asked to go finish this inning in the entire 8th. This is the first pitch on the way to Shohei Ohtani. Swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Ohtani with the chance to put a charge into one and break this game open. 3-0 your score. Phillies trying to keep it right there. The 0-1. Swing! That ball's hammered over to second base side, underneath the glove of the diving Sosa. Here comes the throw into the infield. Muncy comes around to score. It's an RBI single for Ohtani, and the Dodgers lead it 4-0. All 4 runs coming right here in the 7th inning. So runners on the corners and 2 outs. First pitch on the way, high and inside. Four-seam fastball misses. Mookie Betts. It's 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep into center field, but not deep enough. Captain Caveman, Brandon Marsh, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But not before. The Dodgers put 4 on the board. We'll be back in a flash to see if the Phillies can strike their first blood of their own.
Pendleton pulls it down the right field line, hooking toward the corner. It is a fair ball. Pendleton on his way to second with a leadoff double. Rounded to the right, booted by Lee. Pendleton to third on the play. The 3-0 to Braves. Ball 4. Jim Leyland on his way to the mound to take out Doug Drabeck. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Gant hits one to left. Bonds on the track, at the wall, makes the catch. Pendleton on to score the first Atlanta run of the ball game. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Oh, so close.
All right. I can't see you. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Me out to the ball game. Me out to the find me something up Cracker Jack. I don't care if I have to get back on the street. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3, stretch around and the whole ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me You sound better tonight!
Welcome back. 4-0 your score. Dodgers made all 4 runs come across the board in the 7th inning. So now it's the Phillies' turn. 9 o'clock tonight, 9:08 first pitch. We're bringing you Milwaukee versus Chicago, the Cubs versus the Brewers. It's assuming this game is over. So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Will Smith, the big hit in that inning. The whole Dodgers lineup really came through. Zardo may have been left out there a touch too long, but I can't blame Rob Thompson for him. He was pitching well. Emmett Sheehan's going to come on out of the bullpen. 6-3 with a 2.82 ERA. Max Muncy will stay in to play third, so that's interesting. He is, for those who don't follow the Dodgers, watch the Dodgers enough, he is an adventure at third base. First pitch on the way is a strike up top. Real Muto, it's 0-1. They may just be leaving him in for one more turn through the batting order and then go to a defensive replacement. Is the 0-1 right there for a strike? So my guess would be, I was talking about it earlier, but you would bring Kim into play second and slide Edman from second to third. The 0-2 chops it on the ground. It's going to be a 6-3 put out, and the Phillies' seventh inning starts with an out. And Sheehan, 3 pitches in. So far, so good. Looks like Sasaki's warming up in the pen for the LA Dodgers. First pitch on the way to Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The infield back into the left. The 0-1. Chop foul. It's 0-2. Broke his bat on the play, on the swing. He'll have to retrieve a new bat. That thing's sawed in half. Oh, 2 count. Appreciate you spending your Monday night here in Braves country. First game of our doubleheader. Brewers and Cubs coming up next. That ought to be a fun one. The 0-2 pitch. Swing! Pops it up. Deep into right field, but not nearly deep enough. Underneath it is Teoscar Hernandez. 2 down. F9 in your scorecard. Two up, 2 down, bottom of the 7th, 8th inning on the way for those of y'all new to Braves Country Radio. We cheers everybody here in the 8th inning. Play our 8-ball clip. You'll see the mascot come onto the screen. Banks is warming up in the pen for the Phillies, the left-hander. First pitch to Bryson Stott coming into pinch hit is a fastball inside. He's on for Sosa. Righty-lefty matchup. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 97. Blew it right by him. 1-1. 1-1 count. You're just joining us. All the runs scored by the Dodgers in this 4-0 lead were in the last frame. The 1-1 swing rips it over to second. And that'll be an easy 4-3. Edman to Freddie. And leaving Muncy in paid dividends. They never hit to him. We'll be back in a flash. 8th inning we go. Here in Braves Country Radio. Get up and cheers.
106 miles from Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Yeah.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. Game number 2, and the Dodgers lead it 4-0. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies with still 2 offensive chances at this. We start the inning, and the first pitch on the way to Teoscar Hernandez is ripped through for a base hit, and it's a leadoff single. He's going to try to stretch it to 2, and they gunned him down. It looked like Hernandez's foot was in there, and Hernandez wants them to challenge it. We'll see what they do here. From the blind eye, it looked like he was safe, but maybe his foot came off the bag. Taking another look at it right here. Man, that is close. His right foot, yeah, he's safe. His right foot touched the bag just before. But once again, these umpires, they're not in the right position. Oh, man, that is close. It is so close if they don't overturn it, it's because it was called out on the field. It looks like that back foot, his toe touches the bag. The Dodgers are challenging it. As the Phillies fans are hoping, sorry, we couldn't get that card was jammed down there. We apologize. Well, you know what? If his glove touched the toe before, that's the only thing I could see, because I was looking at where he hit him in the leg. He might have grazed the toe coming by. I'll tell you what, if he did, that's not why Mark Wegner called it safe. He's getting lucky if that's what happened. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes when we get those cards up there, they get jammed, and if I do too much at once, it's going to kill the feed. It's going to zap me out and have to restart, and we'll lose it all together. So that's why I have to be patient sometimes. 'Cause I've done it before, and it'll just collapse the browser. The feed will still go, but you won't see anything anyway, so I have to wait on it. And they're going to call him out. I don't know. Once again, the only thing that would make sense on that is if his glove touched the toe as it was coming by and hitting the foot. I still think what it really comes down to is that it was called out on the field. Had he called him safe, I think he's safe. Because there's no definitive look there. All you can really see is dirt coming by. And there's no way that's why Mark Wegner called him out. First pitch right there to Freddie Freeman is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The other thing is, what's Hernandez doing trying to stretch that into a double? What's he doing, man? You got the Phillies on the ropes here. You don't want to give them an out. 1-1 count. Lefty, lefty. Swing and a miss. 94 upstairs. 1-2. The 1-2. Bender down and away. 2-2. 4-0 your score, top of the 8th. The pitch on the way. Swing rips it over to second. But standing there is Stott. He'll flip it to first. 4-3. Harper with the grab. 2 down. Phillies still with 2 offensive chances here, so the game's not over yet. And they can score in bunches. And this Dodger bullpen has been shaky all year long. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to be in a position, you'd rather be in the Dodgers position right now, but it's far from over. Tommy Edmonds takes the first pitch up, top first strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Switch hitting Edmond, who was an October hero last year. The 0-1 swing lifts it into center field. Marsh is underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down in order. The Phillies will grab the bats when we return.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Almost Good Beer. Remember, Ed's Almost Good Beer was brewed in God's country when God wasn't looking.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Darryl Strawberry has gone out to get some sunglasses, so the sun has poked through the clouds here at Wrigley, much to the delight of the fans.
There's a lot of daughters here, too.
It measures just 9 inches in circumference, weighs only about 5 ounces, and is made of cork wound with woolen yarn, covered with 2 layers of cowhide and stitched by hand precisely 216 times. It travels 60 feet 6 inches from the pitcher's mound to home, and it can cover that distance at nearly 100 miles an hour. Along the way, it can be made to twist, spin, curve, wobble, rise, or fall away. The bat is made of turned ash, less than 42 inches long, not more than 2 3/4 inches in diameter. The batter has only a few thousandths of a second to decide to hit the ball. And yet the men who fail 7 times out of 10 are considered the game's greatest heroes.
Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. Four to nothing your score. Philly's going to try to climb back in this one. Righty-lefty matchup to start off the inning. Sheehan is back to work. And the first pitch on the way is outside wide. Brandon Marsh. 1-0. 1-0. 95 inside. Just misses. 2-0. 2-0 count. Marsh 0 for 1 with a walk. pitch, swing, pops it up, high into center field. Drifting over, making the catch in center field is Justin Dean for out number 1. He's in for the defensive replacement. Dodgers deciding to take Hernandez out of right field, Dean into center. Kike stays in left, and Paez goes to right field, moving from center. Max Kepler comes in, batting for Kemp. Top of the order due up next. Quick powwow on the mound between Smith and Sheehan. First pitch on the way from Sheehan is a good curveball, top of the zone, tight snap. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, fouls it back. It's 0-2. Shota Imanaga is on the mound for the Cubs tonight. Should be a good pitching matchup. That versus the Milwaukee bullpen. The 0-2 swing. That ball's hammered down the right field line, down for a base hit. Up against the wall. Goes underneath the glove of Paez. Paez has trouble with it. Here comes the runner around to second. Heading for third. And it is a 1-out triple for the Philadelphia Phillies. Hard hit ball into the corner, and he had a hard time playing it off that wall. Paez, typically a center fielder, but looked upon as a better right fielder defensively across the board than Hernandez. He didn't look like it there. First pitch is up top to Trey Turner. It's 0-1. 4-0 your score. The tying run has just moved into the hole. The 0-1 swing. That ball's hammered into center field. That's down for a base hit. 4-1 your score. The Phillies are on the board. Hard hit ball. And Sheehan's on the ropes. And the tying run has moved to the on-deck circle in the form of Bryce Harper. Kyle Schwarber now the batter. And it looks like Pryor's going to go out there and talk to him one more time. The pitching coach for the Dodgers, Mark Pryor, the former, speaking of the Cubs, former Chicago Cub. Most of you old seam heads like me remember him very well. Dean had a little bit of a trouble with that ball sliding and stopping it in the outfield, and that didn't cause a base or anything, so it'll be much ado about nothing. But it's kind of funny that you see Roberts trying to do the right thing, put two better defensive players in the best position they can in center and right, and the first two balls that are smacked out there are misplayed by both. One did cause an extra base out there. Probably didn't make a difference in the run, and I don't think they're going to ring it up as an error, because he would have been standing at second when Turner slapped the ball into the outfield. With his speed, I think he scores anyways. But it was a poorly played ball. He just didn't touch it. He just didn't get to it in time, so I don't think they're going to give that an error no matter what. Kyle Schwarber, the batter, runner at first, 1 out, 1 swing will make this a 1-run game, and this is the man that can do it. Stepping off the mound for a second. I think they have a problem with the pitch comm once again. They do so well until we get to October, then they break out the Timu pitch comms. Bat Boy's out there running out there to give him another pitch comm. Adrian Johnson having some kind of a what for with Schwarber. I think they were just discussing whether or not that was going to be an automatic ball or not. It won't be. Can't blame Schwarber for trying. He's like, come on, man. It's been a while. So after all that, I think we're about ready. Sheehan, high blue Dodger socks, looks into Schwarber in his high red Philly socks. First pitch on the way. Curveball misses inside. That's a 1-0. A little surprised that they're sticking with them, but they are. This is the part of the order. You've got Schwarber at the plate and Harper on deck. 1-0. Did he go around? Jim Wolf down the third base line says, no dice. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. Righty-lefty matchup. The pitch, 98. Smacks the black on the outer edge. Good pitch by Sheehan, 2-1. The 2-1. Good slider. Right there on the outer cut. Evens up the count at 2-2. Stepping out of the box for a second is Schwarber. Bryce Harper stands on deck. Dodgers 4, Phillies 1. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 98 miles an hour on the inner cut. Man, that was bringing it. Went in there and challenged him. Schwarber a touch behind that. Probably took him by surprise. Schwarber with a wide grin as he heads back to the dugout. First pitch on the way is a 97 mile an hour fastball. Touch behind that is Bryce Harper. It's 0-1. I think Schwarber's sitting there thinking, man, I got in between my own ears. I should have been sitting on that pitch. It'd be a one-run game right now. The 0-1. Swing, chops and foul. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Sheehan brings it. Outside, wide, changeup. Calls it a changeup. Says 88. That thing is smacking like a sinker in the low 90s. Duran is warming up in the bullpen, so they may be going to him regardless. Try to keep it where it's at into the 9th inning. The 1-2. Swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. Vesia was also warming up. He appears to be warm. Maybe a situation to see what happens out there on the mound, which direction they go. Out there in this offensive inning to see which direction they go. The 1-2. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky, shallow center field. Underneath it, making the catch is James Dean, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. The movie star out there in Hollywood, James Dean. We go to the 9th inning.
Max, a woman in my section wants to know if we do anything gluten-free. What do I tell her? Tell her she's not allergic to gluten. She's just masking an eating disorder.
One out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Pete Rose. We've just started a wet day in Baltimore. There's a fly ball down the right field line. Tough chance. It's in for a base hit. Rose is coming for 2. It gets away from Robinson. Rose hit the dirt. And had he rounded the bag, he might have gone for 3. Thought it would be a play on him at second.
Cincinnati's Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose, and this is the way Rose plays the game. Just 150% each and every time, whether the ball is there or not.
This helpful instructional message from the National Association of People Who Have Trouble Walking and Chewing Gum at the same time. Step, chew. Step, chew. Step, chew. Step, chew.
You're gonna agitate the bees. Well, I'm fine with the bees. It's the honey I don't want to agitate. Is that your end game here, honey? Yeah, I figure we keep the hive in the basement, we'll always have honey. We'll always have bees, is what we'll always have. Wow! What? I think I just saw a wasp.
I think that was a wasp.
Did you see that? It looked like a wasp, right?
Is this a wasp nest?
This is a wasp nest.
I'm out!
All right.
I'm out!
Yeah.
I don't want to tangle with a bunch of wasps.
Hey! Do wasps make honey?
No, wasps do not make honey.
All right, well, I'm gonna check it out anyway. There could be something delicious in here that wasps do make, and I want that.
Walt Whitman. Brooklyn Eagle, 1846. In our sundown perambulations of late, through the outer parts of Brooklyn, we have observed several parties of youngsters playing base, a certain game of ball. Let us go forth a while and get better air in our lungs. Let us leave our close rooms. The game of ball is glorious.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio with Mac McGee, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. 4-1 your score. The Phillies have gotten on the board. We head to the 9th inning. .908 first pitch. We're bringing you Cubs and Brewers. Link's already been made. It's pinned in the chat. We'll jump over there after this. Now, that's assuming this game doesn't go to extras. Or a really long 9th inning. Either way. If that's the case, you may be dancing in the street if you're a Philly fan. Jarren Duran comes on. First pitch on the way. 98 up top. Smacks at the black. I think I said Jarren's. It's Johan Duran. I was thinking of the Red Sox game we did the other day. We are not relations. The 0-1 right there for a strike. It's 0-2. This is the closer that the Phillies accumulated at the deadline. He's been lights out. The funny thing about a closer, though, you gotta have the lead for it to matter. Good to see you sleepwalking. I think it's the first time I've seen you in here tonight, Tree Nug. Trying to get caught up as I was furiously trying to. Is the 0-2 down and in 1-2? I think I saw Gary before, but good to see you, McCoy. Fisher King's in here. Who else we got in here kicking? Brian A. B.A. Baracus. Good to see you, sir. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. 101 miles an hour. He's doing it. One away. Wow. Pete is still kicking in here. Paul. Good to see you, Paul. YouTube handler or the truth, whatever you want to. I think I like the truth. First pitch to Max Muncy, misses out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swings, slices it to left field, and that is down for a base hit. That's going to get down where the green grass grows up against the wall, and Max Muncy, 1-out double. Be interested to see if they pinch run for him here. Once again, I would be thinking that he's not playing defense in the the ninth inning, but over at third base, but maybe I'm wrong. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way to Pius is in the dirt. 1-0. Moran kicks and fires. Bang! 100 miles an hour right down the pipe, 1-1. Said, you want to hit something, hit that, baby. One count. Lifts the red glove. Drops a splitter right there. Hit the zone. Really pinching it is Adrian Johnson. Only good thing about the whole max coverage of this is that they do have a box on the screen. I'm like, man, the Fox cast is just ridiculous. 2-2 count. Someone has told them that people don't like the strike zone on the screen. So any of the stuff that you get, the FS1, all that stuff that they do, none of it has the box on the screen. It's all just slightly shaded. Most people can't even see it, the 2-2. Misses high, 101 miles an hour, full count. Duran stumbled off the mound as he let go of the ball. It's almost like he was doing a skit there. Full count. 1 on, 1 out. Duran steps off the bump. The payoff pitch. Comes set. Here we go. Swing! Just got a piece of it. Ball bounces behind Real Muto. We'll do it again. Full count. Runner at second again, Max Muncy. Still 1 out. The payoff pitch. Swing lifts it high into left field. Drifting back is the shortstop, Trey Turner. He'll make the catch. 2 away. Not going to be able to see some of y'all's comments this last half inning or so because I got to take one of our machines and send it to the other link. As the first pitch on the way, swung on, foul back, out of play. It's 0-1. Will Smith came off the bench and he's been swinging a good bat. Got to get that thing set up or we'll be behind the 8 ball. One down and away, good backhanded stab by Real Muto. 100 miles an hour in the dirt against his glove side, and he somehow smothered it. Travis Swifty scored a touchdown for all you fantasy players. Stepping out of the box for a second, now digging back in. Will Smith, 1 for 2 on the day. He's got a 1-1 count. Duran comes set. Brings it. Swing, fouls it away, 99 miles an hour into the crowd, out of play. Towards the second deck, just below it. The 1-2. Kicks and fires. 102 miles an hour on the outer edge. Just misses 2-2. The 2-2 check swing into the dugout. First base side will do it again. The 2-2. Duran misses down and away, ball 3-2. This will be his 20th pitch of the inning. And though they're off tomorrow, you got to figure if this goes to extras, they won't have him. The payoff pitch. Misses outside wide, ball 4, 100 mile an hour heater. And now you got runners on first and second. You got 2 outs. And coming to the plate, it's that man again. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei 1 for 4 on the day. All in all, the Phillies have pitched him pretty well. Here we go. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a knuckle curve off the plate. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 99 miles an hour. He was bringing it, and Shohei was bringing it. 1-1. Mano-y-mano. That opened up a couple of buttons on Shohei's jersey. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-1 count. Dodgers lead by 3. The pitch. Swing! That ball's rifled back foul. 102 miles an hour. 1-2. Shohei steps out of the box, climbs back in. 2 on, 2 out. Deuce is wild. 2 strikes on Ohtani. Duran lifts his red glove and brings it. Swing! Fouls it away. 100 miles an hour into the crowd. We'll do it again. The 1-2 count. Duran looking in. The pitch, nowhere near the zone, outside wide, 2-2. So now deuces really are wild. You got 2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count. Dodgers lead it 4-1. The 2-2. And Duran steps off the bump once again. How many times is that? I feel like he's done that like 9 times out there. The 2-2. Phillies fans are on their seat, except there's one fat guy in a suit sitting down. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike three. He went around, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers will grab the bat. Dodgers will grab the gloves. Phillies will grab the bats. When we return, one last chance for Philadelphia here in game number 2.
Lose some weight.
Oh, come on, Quigley. Well, you don't give me that.
Look at me, 92, and I still enjoy swimming and golfing and biking, all sports.
Whoopee.
That too.
Come on, after all, at your age, must be down to a handshake, huh?
Yep, before and after.
Look at that. The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes. Call American Bank of Los Santos. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar. American Bank of Los Santos. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
I love football. Who's your favorite player? I like them all. I like Aaron Rodgers. Never heard of him. He was the quarterback for the Jets. So is Aaron Rodgers. He tore his Achilles. So did Aaron Rodgers. Who else do you like? I like TJ Watt. Watt. Whatever. I also like Christopher McCaffrey. Christian. Really? Me too. I turned my life over to the Lord back in 2015.
Memorize this one. What if God ruined your plans so that your plans wouldn't ruin you?
That's so interesting that it would come out 90 feet. That somebody sat down, Mr. Cartwright or whoever, and said, hey, it ought to be 90 feet. It just sounded like a logical number. The fact of the matter is, in retrospect, if it were 88 feet, the game would be very different. Think of the plays at first base. Think of the double plays that wouldn't be completed on an 88-foot first base and second base. If it were 94 feet, we'd be throwing people out all over the place. Batting averages would drop remarkably. So if 90 feet was something somebody said, hey, that's a good number, that was a pick from heaven.
Welcome back. Cubs and Brewers about ready to do battle. We've got half inning left here as the Phillies try to mount a comeback. First pitch on the way. And Blake Trinan is right there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Down and away to Alec Bohm. 1-1. It'll be Bohm, Real Muto, and Castellanos. Tying run is in the hole. The 1-1 pitch. Bang up the middle. That's a worm burn. That'll be a base hit. Hard rocket through the hole. And one on, nobody out. It ain't over yet. Little worm burner eating up some grass as it heads to center field. And Bohm stands at first. The tying run moves on deck in the form of Nick Castellanos. First pitch swinging by Real Muto, swung on, banged deep in the hole at third. Muncy grabs it. It is foul. 0-1. Vesia warming up in the Dodger pen. A left-hander in case Trinan gets in trouble. Dodgers lead it 4-1. They lead the series 1-0. The next two games, if needed, are back in Los Angeles. 1-0. 95 inside, 2-0. Pitch on the way. Swing! That ball's rifled back foul. Heater on the outer edge. Sasaki's no longer warming up, so that's interesting. The 1-2. Swing, smacks it back foul. We'll do it again. Remember, he closed out here in the postseason already. They had him standing up, moving around. Looked like he was warming up in the pen, but now he's got a jacket on just watching the game. The 1-2. Swing, rips it down the left field line. That's going to get down where the green grass grows. Here comes Bohm around second, heading to third, and it is a double for JT Real Muto, and it ain't over yet. The Dodger bullpen, their woes continue. Second and third, nobody out. Castellanos the batter. First pitch swinging, bangs it back foul. It's 0-1. Once again, if you're coming in here looking for Cubs Brewers, as soon as this game is over, we're heading over there. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Out on the outer track, it's 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. Go around, he did not. The pitch on the way. Swing, pokes it over towards left field. That's down for a base hit. 2 runs will score, and the Phillies have cut this to a 1-run game. Here comes a throw to second base, and he is safe. Castellanos with the head first slide, and the tying run is at second base with nobody out. But just like that, checking the man, it looked like he missed the tag. They're showing the replay, and the throw beat it. But Edmonds swiped and missed his hand, and Castellanos got the head first slide. Just got him in time. Wow. Dodgers are challenging it, and why not? It's an important run standing there at second base. It's the tying run. A little surprised that he went for it, but he got it. Please make sure to smash that like and hype this video if you get a chance. We're heading over to Cubs Brewers as soon as this game ends. Keep replaying it and replaying it. I'm sorry, but the call on the field's safe, and he looks safe. He missed the first hand, the lead hand, and I don't think he tagged it, and he is safe. So there you go. The Dodgers in a heap of trouble here, as Philly has put the tying run at second. And that's going to do it. Trinan is heading to the showers, and here comes Vesia. The Phillies knocking on the door. A one-run game, nobody out. Tying run is at second base. This date, 1917. The Detroit Tigers collect 21 hits during a 16-4 rout of Washington at Griffith Stadium. Ty Cobb, Bobby Veach, Ossie Vitt batting second, third, and fourth in the lineup all enjoy a 5-for-5 day at the plate. On this date in 1933, Dizzy Dean sets a modern Major League record by striking out 17 batters in the Cardinals' 8-2 victory over the Chicago Cubs. Battery mate Jimmy Wilson also sets a new mark by recording 18 putouts in the Sportsman Park contest. And on this date in 1969, Atlanta Braves catcher Bob Tillman hits 3 consecutive home runs, going deep in the second, fourth, and sixth inning off southpaw Grant Jackson. 32-year-old light-hitting backstop offensive output helps Atlanta beat the Phillies in the opener of a twin bill at Connie Mack Stadium 6-3. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back. We got a one-run ball game. If you just stepped away, Dodgers scored 4 in the 7th. Phillies 1 in the 8th and 2 here in the 9th. Nobody out. Tying run at second, and Stott set to face Vesia. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Bryson Stott representing the game-winning run. Castellanos, game tying, standing out at second. 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch on the way, swung, and that's going to be chopped over to third base. Here comes the throw, down to third, and Castellanos is out. And that was kind of a blunder. They tried to drop a bunt down there. Castellanos should have never went for it. It was going to be a really difficult play as Mookie was covering third base. That'll be overlooked if the Dodgers win this game. That was a hell of a play by Mookie Betts. He came over from the shortstop position, beat Castellanos, spinned, caught the ball, tagged Castellanos on the leg. And that's an important lead run out. As Stott goes to second base. Now he's got speed and he could steal second, and they could end up spelling that out. Not sure what the delay is here. He absolutely was out. Sasaki is now warming up in the pen. I mean, if you were going to bring this kid in, you should have brought him in the beginning of the inning. I mean, you're putting a lot of pressure on him. Of course, Vesia has to face 3 batters, so he can't do it now, but that is really, this might be just for if they go to extra innings. First pitch on the way is down and in. Ball. Bader, Harrison Bader at the plate. It's 1-0. One 92 outside, 2-0. Two-0 count. 92 upstairs. Did he go around? They check down the line. Adrian Johnson, the home plate umpire, rings him up. Right there for a strike. The 2-1 swing. That ball's hammered into left field. That's down for a base hit. Cutting it off out there is Kike, and it's a 1-out single. Runners on first and second. Just 1 out, and the Phillies continue the hit parade against this Dodger bullpen. Hard hit ball. They have started in Chicago, but I can't be at 2 places at one time with this feed. I get called 2 games at once probably, but I couldn't run it to y'all. So we'll catch that in action. I put a note in that in the message board as the first pitch is upstairs. Lefty-lefty matchup. Max Kepler, the number 9 hitter. Just want to know. I'd say this is his last batter because you got the right-handed bat of Trey Turner standing on deck. A double play gets the Dodgers out of the game. The 1-0. Swing and a miss upstairs, 1-1. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Good speed at second base. Anything that gets down to the outfield, I would think they probably send them. Unless it is a hard rocket atom ball, they'll have a chance to go. The 1-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it over to first. Freddie's got it, fires it to second. 2 down. I think Mookie thought that was the final out. Did Freddie think that was the final out? Mookie was running off with this glove in the air. A couple of guys ran off. Not sure where that, you don't normally see those kind of boneheaded mistakes made, but Mookie looked like he thought the game was over. It's not over. Roki Sasaki's coming out of the pen. We'll be back in a flash. Phillies runners on the corners. Dodgers need 1 out to end it.
You don't like Drake? How could you not like Drake?
Who's Drake?
Who's Drake?
Drake is good.
I told you the Drake was bad. I hate the Drake.
Now I want to ask you about, wouldn't you rather have this name spelled G-O-O-S-H, the phonetic spelling, rather than all the S's, W's, and Z's?
Gives him some character, though.
G-W-O-S-D-Z is the spelling, but it's pronounced Goosh.
Well, his nickname is Eye Chart, and you can understand that. It's about 72 points on the Scrabble board.
Well, then he ought to make a great umpire when he retires as a player. Pitch a bit low. Goosh, he's been around. I remember that name with other teams. He's been with Walla Walla, Reno, Amarillo, Hawaii, and San Diego. That evens a count, a ball, and a strike.
Did you go to many games in Walla Walla?
I like the name of it. It's one of my favorite towns. Do you know what Walla Walla spelled backwards sounds like? Allah, Allah. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I learned something every day working with you.
How'd we get started on this silly stuff?
You just robbed a house. You have all this great stuff that now belongs to you, but you got this annoying pang of guilt nagging at you. Well, worry no more, because your friends at Cell Block Greeting Cards have the answer for you. Introducing our new line of petty crime thank you cards. Before you smash and grab one of our cards and leave it behind on your next heist. Choose from any of these fine heartfelt cards like
thank you for the plasma TV,
or
thanks for the PlayStation, alcohol, and penny jar,
and
don't use your toothbrush.
For limited time, introducing
I'm Still in the House.
And many more sentimental petty crime thank you cards. Available at any back alley, shadowy parking lot, or
armchair.
Braves Country Radio.
Welcome
Your
back
home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Roki Sasaki coming on, the biggest spot in his young career. Runners on the corners. 2 outs, Trey Turner. At the plate, top of the order for the Philadelphia Phillies. Tying run at third, the first pitch. Inside, ball 1. Philly fans on their feet. The 1-0. Rocks and fire. Swing! That ball's hammered up the middle, and it's going to be a 4-3 put out. Bad throw in the dirt, but Freddie Freeman saves the day, and the Dodgers win it 4-3. We don't have time for a recap. We got to head to Milwaukee. We'll see you over there. 4-3 winners, Dodgers. Kind of a bad throw by Edmund, but a great scoop by Freddie to save the day.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.